What's going on, everybody? We are coming to you live from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I'm Will, a.k.a. Siren. We got Nate.
A little dark for Nate. We got Rare Image here, taking over hosting duties for the second time on this podcast.
Beginning of Season 2 and the beginning of Season 3.
This might be a new trend we follow every season.
Yeah, it'll be something like this. But we got N8LA13O here today.
What's up, guys?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, dude. It's weird being on this end, though.
Bro,
I can tell you that right now.
Trust me, I know. So I already know, but kind of let the people know about
For the people that don't know?
Yeah, some of your upbringing.
Just playing sports a lot, really.
Yeah.
Baseball and basketball.
Who's your top 5 basketball?
My top 5 basketball? At the 1.
No, not starting lineup. There's 5 players. Your top 5 list.
Oh, personal favorite or who I think the best is of all time?
Best 5.
The GOATs.
Bron at 1.
Okay.
Jordan at 2.
Okay.
Kareem at 3.
Yep.
This is where it gets tough, dude.
I'm not
There's
a
a lot of-
basketball fan, so I have no help in you here.
Yeah,
There's a lot of interchangeable people here.
There's 5 or 6 guys that you could put at 3 or 4. I mean 4, not 3.
All right, but here's the thing, though. Can you really put people who are still playing on this list?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
LeBron
they
James.
haven't had full careers, though. So
So-
how do you compare partial careers to full
Because
careers?
LeBron James has already surpassed it.
They've already had better careers.
All right,
He's still
LeBron's
playing.
a different story, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anyone playing right now wouldn't go in my top 5.
But what
Besides
about
LeBron.
Kobe, who probably would still be playing today if he was alive?
No, he retired before he died.
At 4,
Kobe?
I'm stuck between
Hold on, real quick, though.
I'm
Did
stuck.
Did he really just say that, though? He would not be still playing.
Who?
I told you, I'm
Kobe.
not a basketball fan.
He
I had
said
no
Kobe
fucking
probably
clue.
still be playing if he hadn't died. No, he was retired for 4
I didn't even
years.
hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bro, no, I'm fucking dumb. You know this.
Fair enough.
Why I keep getting invited back on here is news to me.
We talked about having Ace. as the
Oh,
other
dude.
host.
At 4, it's tough.
It's not
Who?
Kobe.
I honestly don't think Kobe's in my top 5.
I could just throw out names. I have no clue if they're good or not.
Magic?
Magic was the name I was gonna throw out.
Shaq?
I'm thinking.
Shaquille
I'm
O'Neal.
thinking Magic at 4 or Shaq. Magic or Shaq.
And then the other one, 5?
See, I'd rather just give my all-time starting 5,
do
by
starting
position.
Do starting 5, because you took so damn long on fucking top 5.
I'm sorry,
Go
bro.
ahead.
It's that's hard for me because
Go
I'm
ahead.
a really big
You know
basketball
how
fan.
this shit works more than anybody. Come on. Pick it up. Let's go.
This is
At
just a lot
first
of dead
base,
time you'll
or
have
not
to
first-
cut.
I just said at first base.
At first base.
Should we
At
do
point
top
guard.
5 first baseman?
No. At point guard. Because I meant to say the 1.
Yeah.
At point guard, I'm stuck between Magic or Steph.
Those are probably mine, too.
Give me Magic at the
Yeah.
1, though. And then, if we're talking point guard, I want Magic. 2, give me Mike over Kobe.
Bold.
At the 3, I'm taking Bron.
Mm-hmm.
At the 4, probably Tim Duncan.
That's bold.
And then at the 5, I'm taking Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki at my 4.
Yeah, that was actually the other guy I was
Dirk
debating
or
between.
KG?
Yeah. Ooh, KG's a good one, too. Yeah. But my upbringing has just been, sports, coach baseball, obviously a lot of this,
Yeah.
a lot of podcasting,
Uh-huh.
a lot of just working with Chance and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it.
So
I'm just a
when-
big sports guy, for
Yeah.
real.
When around did you start to get into music, actually making it?
I would say when Huey Cusco and Juan Donovan started making music, they were just recording at Chance's when we were super, super, super young.
Yeah.
So did you meet Chance through them recording
no,
music?
No.
So this was before.
I've known them, honestly. PJ's always been rapping. Ever since I remember PJ's been rapping.
Yeah.
DeJuan, he showed up his freshman year, so I was in 8th grade. So I didn't really meet him the first year of him being in Flat Rock. I did here and there, but it wasn't where I was hanging out with him a lot. And then I kind of realized he started making music probably around my freshman year. And So they were just recording at Chance, and I've known Chance. I've been playing baseball with Chance since I was young, dude. We used to have a parkour group back in the day, bro. Like, when I was a kid, like, during my upbringing, we used to make a lot of skits, bro. Like, just stupid. They're still on YouTube. Actually, I privated a lot of them, to be honest with you. But, like, I could show you a lot of just dumb skits that we used to do.
You might have to cut one into this episode.
Yeah. We could.
All right, right here.
Barfing all sandy booty cheeks. Panama University.
The funny thing is, I'm the one that cuts the episode, so I can decide if I want it in there or not. Nah.
Charge this episode.
But yeah, really just making skits, just being dumbass kids, dude. Like, we used to do the invisible rope, like, to cars, like, passing through the subdivision. It's just, like, stupid, but, like, people would get so pissed, and we just think it's so funny.
What do you mean invisible ropes? Like,
So
You've never done that before?
So say this table's the road, right?
Uh-huh.
But, like, it's obviously a bigger road. You're on one end, and I'm on the other end, and we're, like, going, like, when a car's, like, starting to, like, drive by, you, like, act like you're gonna, like, pull something, like pulling a rope, and they just stop, and they just kind of, like, look for a second. I don't know, it's just stupid. Or, like, you know, like, egging houses, like, just BS stuff, right? Just being a kid. Being a kid. No. Being a kid, dude.
So, yeah, but into your music, though, you said Juan around, like, so I know you said you've known Chance. Do you remember how you met Chance?
To be honest, I don't.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Was it before or after baseball?
Well, me and him were in the parkour group before baseball. He's a year above me, so, like, he was always playing with other people. But, like, I was really good friends with kids in his grade.
Yeah.
So that's like how I just became like friends with Chance.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just kind of history. I feel like I've speaked on it in other episodes too, just like, you know, where it started from to, like, see this. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's inspiring as hell. It's crazy.
So at what point did, like, you and Chance start making music together? Like, when did you start making music?
I can tell you the exact date.
He's played it for me before.
Oh, dude, this is the worst shit
It
you'll ever
is
hear
rough.
in your life.
No,
I mean, I could play some
I just go into my email, look up Chance's email, and then I just scroll all the way down. And, like, watch, look at this. This is all before the crib in Newport. And that's not including, that's before, this is all from, like, 2017 to, like, 2019, 2020. It was October 11th, 2017.
Wow.
My God, I would have been 17.
I was 16.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever hopped on a mic. Just messing around, having a good time, right? Yeah, I mean, PJ and Juan were just making music. I just kind of was there.
Yeah.
I always thought the process was sweet, the creative process. I always enjoyed that. So, yeah, that was really just how I kind of got into music.
Yeah. So, with all of that, with just doing it, like, messing around, having fun, from working with Chance, you know, getting into music, how did that thing sitting behind you come about?
Nope, the first one?
The first one.
The purple one?
No hard feelings.
I have a lot to say about this album.
Go ahead.
Personally, sitting on it now, no. I've never, like, taken music, like, super, super serious, you know? Like, I don't know. I enjoy just the process of it. I don't really, like, care to make it as, like, an artist. Like a musical singing artist. That's not really my intention. But I don't know. This, I don't even think we had, like, a process for it. We just made, like, 10 different songs.
And picked your favorites or whatever.
We got to, like, a few songs. We got to, like, maybe, like, 3 songs, and we were like, dude, let's just, like, make something. Because we were always making stuff way before this. Like, me and him had an EP on SoundCloud that you can't find no more. I deleted. Like, me and him had a lot of stuff released on SoundCloud before that. And then, I mean, yeah, I've always been trash, but this album is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, looking back on it, it's not good.
Like, you can't stream that one, can you?
Like, I think
on
it's
Apple?
terrible.
Yeah.
I
it is.
actually think it's a
I
straight
swear
bad
only
thing.
Hard Feelings 2 was up.
But
No. Because Chance had a name change. Chance went from
Yeah.
26 to 26.
it was on SoundCloud.
It is on Apple.
Is it?
Yeah, but I'm thinking about
Oh.
deleting it. Because you're on Chance's profile. That's 26. He was 26.
Oh.
Go to my profile. But yeah, no, that album is just. I mean, it's cool because we have like Trap Suey on there. Go check out his episode. We'll be talking about more about him in a little bit, actually.
You're nuts, man.
Yeah, no, I don't like that album. I really might take it down, to be honest with you.
And when was that? Do you remember when that was dropped?
2021.
2021.
Like end of 2021.
So like
Before Take a Chance Records?
right around when Take a Chance Records.
No, it was literally like the last thing to drop out of Take a Chance Records. Before Take a Chance Records came out. It was the last thing to drop in TM Studios.
Yeah, and that was a little.
I think that's what it's listed under actually is TM Studios.
Yeah. So, how did that feel when Chance was just like, "I want to go for it"? You know, I'm gonna make a studio.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro,
he was texting me like, dude, what do I name it? He was like, I'm really debating on like quitting, bro.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do I do it? And I'm like, I mean, is this really what you want to do? I was like, dude, take a chance. Like, it just made sense. I was like, bro, it has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
People like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It makes too much sense.
It's marketable, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, take a chance. And like the story behind it of him like getting here, he's taking a chance.
And
Putting a lot on the line for it, bro.
We'll touch on the building in a second, but fucking
You can keep talking.
okay. The coolest part about it, for at least your like perspective on it, I feel like, is you were there from the beginning. Like you've told me stories. You've said it on other podcasts, like being in this dude's small ass closet recording music, and now we're in a building. But before we get to the new building, with the original Take a Chance Records in Newport,
Mm-hmm.
You had a project come out during that. You and Chance collabed on No Hard Feelings
2. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that one so far?
This one's a miss. That one's a classic. To me. I don't know. All right, so like when I first showed people that, because like I don't really promote nothing, right? Like about my own music. I just drop it and just so I have it so I can listen to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Like therapy.
Yeah, essentially. I kind of just use the booth or like the studio. It's just like, I don't know, it's a nice atmosphere, nice environment, bro.
Yeah.
I just like being in here. The process is sweet. I like seeing the vision behind, and it's like the final product, right? But I think this is a classic. And when I showed it to people, a lot of people told me they liked the first half, and then a lot of people told me they liked the second half.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how to take that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I mean, it's just that both sides are different styles.
Yeah.
First half's one style, the second half's the second style. So,
Yeah.
like, people are going to, whatever they listen to, they're going to gravitate to one of the sides.
It really was like,
Mm-hmm.
When
I
that
don't know.
album dropped, that was like when I first started coming around with you guys.
yeah.
The first music video I shot for Chance was off of No Hard Feelings too.
Yeah. There's. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was almost gonna say there was 2 videos that you did for that, but there wasn't. I was thinking open-ended questions, but that was. I'm going on a run. No, but like about this, it was like we didn't have the intention of making a No Hard Feelings 2.
Yeah.
We just like made a few songs together, and then we got features or whatever, and it just kind of came together, and then like we just found the right order for it. We probably went through like 20 different orders, like structuring like the track list, and I think we found the right one. I think that album's a classic, to be honest with you.
I agree.
In my opinion.
I love that album. So with that, though, that's not No Hard Feelings 3. That's not the album cover for it, obviously, but is there going to be...
Did that ever come out?
No.
What's the story behind that?
There was something I didn't have... I can't remember. There was something. There was a reason I didn't put it out. It was around, like, we had started doing Green Forever, so I just focused
scratched
on
it.
that, basically, yeah. So, No Hard Feelings 3, question mark?
I'd say just be on the lookout.
It's on the way!
We got something special coming.
Yeah.
We got something special
Yes,
coming.
we do.
And it'll probably be posted on this account.
Yeah.
Safe to say I will have a bigger part in that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
100%.
time.
I expect you to have a lot of creative control with that.
Uh-huh. But
Appreciate
yeah,
that.
I mean, do
You
not
said doc. I can't say it. Never mind. I can't say it. Never mind.
Well.
Because then you continue.
say like
Damn it.
taking
I know.
taking nothing away from the music you put out and the shit you've done. The shit that I've really seen you get into and really like doing and just like you it just fits. Like you fit in this category.
Mhm.
Is doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So where did that come from?
So it was like right when he was starting Take a Chance. Like when it was like he finally switched the name, like dropped everything and just took a chance, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was just sitting around and I was like, dude, we need like, well, actually I said it when we were in the Newport crib. I was like, we need a podcast. Like, I don't know. It's something to give a platform to the artists to, come on and do their thing, promote their music, whatnot.
Give back to artists that come in here.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like interview them, get to know them a little bit, make them, more comfortable
Something
around
for
here.
the culture.
Just bro, because then we start working with each other and people know
Look at how many artists, like, I feel like some studios, artists, they collab with other artists, but like they don't really like know them like for real like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like here,
we're a fan. Like bro, this roster.
I don't want to like name any names. I'm just saying like some people like are tapping in with these other guys that are working here, and like everyone's starting to get to know each other, and like it's just like becoming like one like big like I don't know.
Yeah, it's not just like phoning in verses anymore. It's like connecting on songs.
Yeah, like
and,
you guys
can
are
feel
actually
the
here. Like
collabs.
you guys are actually here. Like
from the Dons to Casey Cash to Fats Luciano.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Zendan, all
people
these
aren't
people.
sending over tracks. Like they're probably doing them here together. You know what I mean? Like that's sweet.
They're booking like
That's
joint
sweet.
sessions.
That's what I'm
instead
saying.
of separate sessions.
Yeah, like that's dope, dude.
Yeah. No,
I think
100%.
collaboration is one of the coolest things when it comes to like this stuff.
And I also think a big reason for that is with us doing the podcast. I feel like it's brought the whole roster a little bit closer.
Yeah.
The main clients. You
were asking just like how the podcast got up, right? I mean, yeah, I just said to him, let's get a podcast going. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we just don't really have the space right now. We didn't have the equipment for it.
Yeah.
And then, finally, he was like, once I get a building, he's like, you got it. All right. So
We got a building.
look at us now. I mean, like,
Yeah, I had to paint these fucking walls.
yeah, same, dude.
Painted one
We put in
wall.
work in here, dude. Like, I'm proud of all of us for
you
real,
painted
bro.
like half a wall.
I was here for 3 days painting. You were here for 1 day painting.
If
I was
there's-
here for
talked
2
about
days.
Cap.
If there's outside negative noise about, like,
Sorry, we're arguing.
I know, I'm just saying, but like, if there's like outside noise, like, I'm not gonna say like haters, but like, if there's like people like talking down on like the Take a Chance Records thing, bro, like, just like looking at how everything came out, like especially the studio, and we haven't even shown that on this channel yet, bro. Like, I don't know.
You saw a little bit of it.
It's just like, oh, it irks me.
Book a session and find out.
Bro, we've had people.
It's just like, it's crazy to see what this has came to and like where it can continue to
And
go.
people want to hate on it.
This is what believing in yourself looks like, dude.
Yes. And people
Taking
wanna
a
hate
chance,
it. That's
bro.
fine, bro.
I probably said bro so many times on this.
Bro.
Bro.
I keep
Bro.
catching myself.
People are always gonna hate on people doing their thing. If people are hating, a lot of the time, majority of the time, they are jealous. And two, I saw Tom Holland say this, and it's a very good fucking point. If you have a problem with me, or if you have a problem with somebody, text them. If you don't have their number, then you don't know them enough to have a problem.
I'm more
with them.
so saying like how the stereotypes when like everyone first started rapping, when we were like
The SoundCloud
not this,
era.
the SoundCloud era, that stereotype that people get, just like to seeing what it's like taking like or what it is now. It's just like, how can you not like have a little bit of faith and like kind of just support, bro? Like, it's not hard to post something for someone. Like that
Same,
shit's
and like
free.
I was talking to Huey Cusco about this like a few days ago too. But like people talk about the music industry being like oversaturated, but
It
like
is.
it's oversaturated in a good way to the point where you don't have to be like a Beyonce to make a living at music right
That's
now.
fair.
I was like, there's people in Detroit that are doing music full time that like I guarantee anyone outside like this room or Michigan does not know who they are.
100%.
Like I guarantee if I even cross the border to like Ohio, no one knows who like I don't know, Crispy Life Kid is.
That's probably
Even like Babytron blowing up, I guarantee people don't know who Shitty Boys are or like anyone else signed to Hip Hop Lab really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like they might, and I'm not trying to like diss on any of them, but like
Yeah.
you can make a living in music without it because like now there's 1,000 artists. All those artists are gonna need cover art repeatedly, which means even though like selling cover art is a saturated market as well, there's a need for it. So like it doesn't even matter that it's saturated. Yes, me and Will both do cover arts as well.
The thing I like about just Take a Chance in general is how all these artists are just independent. And I love how there's ties with Colton, for example, Currency Clothing. His slogan is literally like independent, or like, you know what I mean? Like that's his thing. It's like independence. I don't know. It just makes too much sense to like this not take off eventually at some point.
Bro, and it's not just a Take a Chance art. It's not just like us and the artists. I mean, bro, like we're in there with Colton. Like Colton's got his connections too, and we're all moving as one. Oh yeah, even like they're with us too. We're all moving as one. If you work together. If you want to go fast, you go alone. You want to go far, you go together.
I've never heard that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but so like having that big of a group that we all have the same thing in mind. You know?
Yeah,
like it's very beneficial.
Hell yeah. I just like doing this stuff, man.
For real.
It's fun. Why not do this? Why people hate on this shit? Why, if I'm able to do this, why not?
It's called hobbies. And some people don't have lives.
Yeah. So. Oh my God. Rookie.
God damn it.
So. You've touched on relationship with Chance. You've touched on your relationship with like PJ and Juan. Some do you touch on relationships with these guys?
The other homeboys.
Yeah. Me and you probably.
I'm sure people know.
Pictures.
Oh yeah, there are pictures. So yeah, I don't know how old I was when I met you.
First grade, I think. Whatever.
That sounds about right. Around first grade.
Fuck Miss Kelly.
I'm sure we've talked about this before already, but
we did briefly on mine.
What year did you leave? Wait, how old are you in first grade? Like 6?
7.
6, 7?
I would say 6 is like kindergarten, 7. So I left after second grade, so I was like 9 going into third.
Okay.
That sounds about right? 9, third grade, yeah.
So yeah, I only knew you for how many years?
I mean, we were close all that first year, and then that second year we were still close, but we were in the same class.
Yeah.
So like 2 years.
And then you left the next year?
Yeah. So 2 years.
2, 3 years?
Yeah.
And then I just never heard of this. I never heard of William Baker ever again in my life. I was like, where did this guy go? And then
we would socially see each other.
Yeah, and then like I found out you hooped at Carlson. And then, yeah, I mean, we just kind of started following each other from there because I didn't realize you were like that close to me. Like I had no idea.
I remember we played our freshman year. The first like scrimmage of the year was against y'all, and I remember you. I can't remember if I had just got subbed in or you had just got subbed in, but we ended up next to each other. You're like,
was I guarding you?
Yeah, kind of.
Probably clamped your ass up.
That's cap.
I'm sorry. Who got cut from the team?
I did. But that wasn't because of basketball. It's because of me being stupid. Anyways, I remember you were guarding me, and you just kind of, like, it was, like, before the ball got thrown in, and you were like, yo, what up, Will? I'm like,
I don't remember that.
I swear to God.
That's funny.
Yeah, but then we would, like, you worked in the school store.
Yeah, I did end up going to Carlson for 2 years just for one of my classes.
Yeah.
Work in the school store for my marketing class. Yeah, so I did see you in there all the time. We talk.
We would dap up and just sit up and stuff.
And then
hoop at the
I knew you were making music and whatnot, and that's how
we kind of talked a little bit.
And then
more,
this all came about, right?
He hit me. You hit me up.
Yeah.
You're the one that told me that Chance had opened.
Yeah.
I posted like looking for a new studio because he was busy all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you were just like, yo, my boy Chance, and I had new Chance and shit like
yeah.
And then we ended up on a fucking podcast together.
Yeah, rest is history. That's crazy. I would never expect like the kid that just went missing out of my life.
To be fair, out of your life,
second grade, I was just like, where is this guy now?
Yeah.
Now we have a podcast together. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. This guy.
Me.
The first time I met you
was probably
Newport.
No. It was somewhere. I think it was the first Camp Currency.
Oh, probably.
Actually, yeah, it might have been.
It was the first Camp Currency.
I was setting up equipment and you were helping Chance with sound check.
Yeah.
As I was also running sound check.
Because you weren't around. It wasn't like how you are now with the second place.
No.
The first one you weren't.
So really not too long ago.
No.
That's what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
A year?
That's
coming up. It'll be
damn. It
August
feels
19th.
like for fucking ever.
Yeah, I
though.
feel like I've known you for like 2 or 3 years now, dude. Time's just flying though
In
at the
8
same
days,
time,
You
dude.
guys will know each other for a year in 8 days. It's August 12th. Camp Currency last year was August 19th.
It hasn't even been a year that we've known each other. What?
Damn.
8 days.
That's crazy. I feel like we've accomplished a lot in last year too.
Yeah, you guys are kind of on the same energy. It's weird because they're mean to me sometimes, but like
We're mean out of caring.
you're mean out of being mean.
That too.
Are you saying more like creatively or like what are you trying to say?
You guys vibe. You guys like making beats. You guys like the video process stuff. Like you guys like.
We both like the managing side
Yeah,
of stuff too.
yeah. You guys like the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's another reason I just like that. For example, I just like doing like setting up like certain ways. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say producing because like I'm still trying to learn that, but like
getting there,
like
though.
executively producing. What's good, Dons?
What the word,
Dons? How we doing, y'all?
What up, Raj?
What's going on, fellas?
What up?
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Brody.
Hey.
Shout out to Dons. You were saying like
The Dons in this bitch.
you were saying you were talking about No Hard Feelings too, like the setup of an album.
Oh, just like the executive producing.
Yeah.
You know,
Same.
like I just like that type of stuff. Like coming up with a track list.
Yeah.
I don't know why I enjoy doing that, but I do.
Bro,
You know, like structuring.
I started enjoying this stuff a lot more watching Rick Rubin interviews.
Really.
So like, if you at home don't know who Rick Rubin is, he's like super famous like dude in music.
Mhm.
And like if you watch any recent interviews with him, he's like, I know absolutely nothing about music. He's like, I get paid for having a very strong opinion. And this is a dude whose name is attached to like Dr. Dre albums, Eminem albums, Ed Sheeran albums, like literally every genre. He's like attached to some of the biggest projects you'll ever hear of or have ever heard of. And like he's literally just like, yeah, I have no clue how a soundboard works. He's like, I know nothing. I'm just paid for like my opinion and like
The
being
ear.
able to express
ear.
my opinion.
His
Book is a really good book too.
actually kind of speaking on that. Like Chance used to tell me like, it's like, dude, you're kind of just like a second ear for me. Like, you know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah, I
you just have
remember Chance
he's like,
saying
you just
that.
have a great ear for like the stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is about me or like why I like that stuff, but it's just like,
It works.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
no.
that.
And not so because I already touched on like the executive producing.
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn how to make beats. Like I'm not gonna say I've been putting like a lot of time and effort into it,
That's what was coming up next.
but I've been watching my buddy Trap Suey. I mean, I know him as Aaron. That's my guy.
He was on the
But yeah, go check out his episode.
yeah.
But when I met him freshman year, I just was really just watching the process, like pretty much the same thing I do here,
Yeah.
right? I just kind of watch the process, how to make beats. Watching FL, if you don't know how to make a beat and you look at FL, dude, it's
Confusing. Trust me, I'm there.
dude, it's a
Can't
whole
agree.
other, it's a whole other ball. All right, Mr. Music Major, I get that.
I've
but
also been using FL for like 12 years.
That's what
I
I'm
remember
saying.
when it was Fruity Loops.
yeah, I remember hearing
what that
about it, but I
stands
was never like into it then, bro.
That's what it stands for, really? FL?
Yeah.
I always thought it was Florida.
No, it's Fruity
Fruity
Loops.
Loops.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, after watching him for like 4 years, I finally got myself to download the free trial, like just to like
Yeah.
just mess around, right? And when I'm on my stuff, because I have nothing, I'm using all stock sounds, right?
Yeah.
So,
Dude, some of like the best songs were made in stock sounds though too.
okay, but I'm not that educated on like how to like maneuver FL, right? Because like there's a lot of things you got to learn about FL.
I forget what it
And
was.
I feel like you just like when you're doing it, you like overcomplicate it without even like trying. Like you just think too much and you just get something wrong.
You overthink things. Yeah.
That's just like where I'm at right now. Is like, so Trap Suey's really kind of been that like mentor, just like kind of explaining, how to do certain things. So like I would like write out a melody. I'd put a melody down and I'd say, all right, touch it up.
Yeah.
Like show me how to like touch things up, like why I should be moving something right here.
Yeah.
Or like just the keys, whatever. I mean, there's been a few beats I've sent a few of them to you guys, and they're
We've
not
worked on beats too.
Yeah. They're not terrible.
No.
You know, like
No.
I think I could definitely learn it, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take about a year for me to really
See, that's
have
the
it
thing
down.
though too, is like you have the ear. It's just a matter of learning how to like translate that into FL Studio.
Yes, and it's dude, maneuvering FL is just like when it's your first time opening up FL and you're like trying to. It's I don't know how to explain. It's just
What's
so
that
confusing.
one Soldier Boy song?
Crank that.
Crank That. That was all stock FL.
Oh, I just guessed.
That makes sense.
Um,
That's a super old song. When did FL? Well, FL's been around for a while.
Long time.
Long
I came
time.
out with you. I came up with your.
I think
When did
late
Pro Tools
90s.
come out?
Pro Tools?
When did Pro
So
Tools
Pro
come out?
Tools has technically been out for a while. Pro Tools was like Pro Tools was the first digital audio workstation.
I've been told, is it Ableton is a good.
I fucking hate Ableton. I'm not a big Ableton person.
But I've heard like a lot of people like actually like it.
Ableton, a lot of people who make like EDM music will go to Ableton.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I was like-
'Cause I know this one YouTube producer, some
Yeah.
dude that makes content. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
A lot of people that do like electronic music will go to Ableton just
Yeah.
because of some of the workflow things.
Yeah.
I came up with your tag for your songs.
Huh?
Like you can
Like your beat tag, your producer tag.
What is it?
I came up with it.
What is it?
It's just gonna be like, damn, Nate is great, man. And that goes in the beat.
I already got a tag.
What is it?
N8LA13O.
N808.
That shit's trash.
Makes
It's
sense.
better
though.
than what
I
you
know,
said.
It's
yeah,
it's
good.
marketable, I
I
think.
just wanted mine.
If I were to get like that in producing, like,
Yeah. that'd be
but
dope.
no, I really gotta like show love to Aaron for sure
Yeah.
because he really like he's been telling me he sees like growth every time that like I come and work with him.
Yeah.
You gotta come help me with my country album.
I would love to actually. We could do that right after this, could we not?
We could. I got beer at my house.
They're fucking weird, man.
Making a beat, bro. It's
A
fun.
country beat?
He wants to make a.
We can make a country beat.
They would already assume that. Yeah.
He's been very. It's known. That
Country
Yeah.
album. Country album's
right?
coming.
Country album. I hopefully will have.
Dude,
in the summer.
I made a country song. A lot of people don't know that. Like my close friends do, because like
I was here.
I've been-
I've heard
I
it.
messed around and just like, oh, listen
I've
to
seen
this. I made a
video of
country
you
song.
singing at a bar.
I did.
You want
You want to talk about that real quick?
No, that was a.
Shit.
I don't know. We were just messing around. Like I came back from Faster Horses after my first year. I was like, dude, let's make a country song. Just because like I was already in that element, just like listening to country music. I was like, let's try it.
Bro, I've been in a huge country kick.
That's when I'll.
I mean, I've always listened to country music.
I have too.
Like,
But
I
like
ju-
now
yeah,
it's like all I listen to.
yeah.
Almost.
But I mean, with that though, like how you were saying, you like, like with No Hard Feelings too, like you said, like structuring an album.
It's like an executive producing.
Yeah,
I
making-
just so happen to be the rapper.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah. Making the.
Well, I've always enjoyed writing as well. Like when I was like in elementary school or whatnot, you know, just like free writing. I just
Yeah.
always enjoyed writing.
Okay.
So I think that's why another like reason music's kind of like, I'm not gonna say easy, but like writing out a song or like humming a melody and like trying to fit the words to, you know, go into it. I think that's why I've always had. I could be a ghostwriter. I really think I could be a ghostwriter.
I mean, going with where I'm going now, like behind the scenes doing that. So you kind of been a manager for someone.
essentially. I mean,
Yeah.
not like officially.
I'm not officially.
Honestly, Dev does a lot more right now than. But like once we get deeper in the process, I think is when I'm really about to come in handy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been coming in handy already.
Yeah, I'm saying like video wise though on your end and like that plan that you have, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I think when we get like a few weeks into that is like when I'm really like gonna be like doing a lot.
Once we start like assembling all that content, because I want to have
Yeah.
like pretty much all that content done before the plan starts.
Yeah,
I was like, you'll be huge in that.
yeah, I'm hoping so for sure. Cause I really love doing this stuff,
Yeah,
dude. It's
definitely.
fun. It's just a hobby of mine. Ever
Yeah.
since I was 16, just sitting around, just BSing on GarageBand.
Yeah.
Just I don't know,
Do
or
you ever-
Audacity even. Like,
When you
that should tell you.
when you do write though, do you ever get writer's block?
We're already down to the quick hitters.
Yeah. Around those, Devin switched up a couple things, but
You don't have to treat it like a quick
Do I
hitter.
ever get writer's block? All the time.
me too.
Dude, there's times I don't write for 6 months. I mean, like I said though, I don't want to be this artist. You know, I don't want to be selling out show. Like that's just not me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun to make music. I enjoy doing it as a hobby and as a therapy, but I'm more
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more business oriented, I'd say, and just like being the executive, like producing just whatever I can. That's why I'm trying to learn how to produce. That's
Yeah.
why I like writing. That's why I'm trying to just do a little bit of everything.
Another behind the scenes.
That's what I'm saying. And so yeah, I do get writer's block, but like at the same time, I don't really prepare to like record anything at anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so you've been around the studio for a long time now. What is like your favorite story you have from the studio? Well, even like top 3 stories.
Are you saying take a chance, or are you saying in general?
Can we do one from before
Like,
Take a Chance and one after Take a Chance?
We'll do one
We
from
could do
before,
one from
the
each.
crib, one from
We
here.
could do one from each studio
Yeah,
we've had, dude.
Yeah,
That's
one
like
from each. One from each.
we're gonna have like 6 or 7, dude. We've had. Well, I'm not gonna say we, but Chance has had a lot of setups.
All right, do your favorite one before Take a Chance. Do your
One
at
before Take a
Newport,
Chance. One before.
One,
here.
one at Newport, and then one at the new studio.
You don't even have to do Newport.
I want to hear Newport because there's some good shit that happened over there. You weren't there a lot. You don't know.
Sorry, I wasn't invited and didn't fucking know you people.
I'm not saying that,
Well,
but
I
I'm
knew
saying
you.
there's like good stories from that place.
I mean, I don't know if this would really count as a studio
Are you
story.
about to tell the mushroom story?
That's what I was thinking.
That's kind of where I'm going with this, but like that's like really when we were like really making a lot of music.
Yeah.
So if you want to
Like,
hear
that's
the
when we were
mushroom
making, like-
story, we're not going to go over it
Yeah,
now.
no, there's
You
a
can
short.
check out,
There's a short somewhere.
Yeah.
not just
It-
short, but like you can check out Chance's full episode
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
that.
I mean, yeah, we did use a short.
So I'm not gonna say that's my like favorite studio story, but it was technically in the studio.
We'll call
like,
it that.
So
Chance's basement.
I mean, I'm not saying that because like I think that was like funny that happened to Chance. Like I
Yeah.
think that was terrible, and it was like
Hmm.
you know
Yeah.
But core memory.
But it's always gonna be right here.
like just dude, his brother like said to me, he was like, I think he's dead, Nate, and I was just like what?
What?
Like what just happened,
Yeah.
dude? Like and honestly, I think that really like gave him that like slap in the face.
Who, Chance?
Yeah, because like yeah. I'm not even gonna speak on that, but like that was a whole mental
Reawakening.
Yeah, I think that was just like a reawakening, like you said,
Yeah.
and just seeing how he bounced back from that. So I think that's definitely my favorite memory, like because if I don't even know how else to explain it. Like, I think you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything like music wise when we were recording.
Mm-hmm.
Newport. I mean, that's when he really decided, like, we're gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna drop everything.
Yeah.
And then
So
favorite memory here.
No, do favorite one at Newport. We have some good ass memories in that studio. If you can't think of them, we'll do one here.
Honestly, probably the No Friends verse.
That's so fun. That's one of my favorite.
I think that was my
great
favorite memory. That song.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Like there was no reason I was supposed to even hop on that, and I just did, and I just kind of ate it.
You can do here now.
Here,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fat's telling us the story about how he got suspended.
That's
I think that was probably the funniest moment I've
That
had.
is
in-
another episode
All right,
you
well,
can go back and watch.
Actually, no. Like realistically, like that was more like comedy podcast related. I'm saying like studio wise, like actual building, probably actually like making it.
Yeah.
Like painting all the walls
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
seeing this setup for the first time, because like I had the vision of the podcast,
Yeah.
you know, a year or two before that. Like actually seeing how it came out, it was
Yeah.
like, this is like kind of what I was thinking, because I've had these, you know, and I've always hung them up on my wall,
Yeah.
but like I was like, dude, I could do something more with this.
Yeah.
Like now, like they're actually getting like a really good use. And like I'm proud of this art too. That should show you like I'm kind of creative, right?
If you didn't know, Nate did all this artwork too
Yeah.
on this wall, all the woodwork.
In my woodshop class.
Mhm.
I wish I would have discovered these earlier when I was a freshman in high school, because I only started doing them my senior year. So imagine how many I could have. This was like my last semester of senior year. Imagine if I did it for all 8 semesters.
That'd be insane.
I could probably fill up this whole wall.
You probably could have just did it straight to the wall.
Dude, yeah. Like I'm really proud of
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
They're dope.
That is some
Dope.
sweet artwork. All right, now we can get on to the quick hitter section of
Oh
these.
God.
I did reorder these, so be prepared
Yeah,
for
he
my
moves
order.
around.
Okay.
And I changed one of them.
Hold
Which
on,
one
though.
did you change?
You'll see.
Hold on. With what you were saying about the pod, Fats.
Yeah.
Louis saying Chris Smooth.
Oh yeah. That was a
crazy.
good one. That was a good one.
There's been PJ saying Kanye West. That one we were dying.
Those are all you should,
2023
if you
Kanye
would
West.
have made the question like
Podcast, I know. I'm
yeah,
trying
like
to
what's your
think.
favorite
There was one
podcast
more.
memory or
There
something.
was one more and I can't think of it.
Maybe that's a real. You do like top 5 moments on TAC season 1, top
Do
5
like-
season 2.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could do something like that.
That would be cool.
Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, that'll be
Uh-huh.
happening soon.
Link in the bio.
Yeah. Go. I mean, you seem
right.
like you're handling the quick hitters.
Cool. So let's move on to the quick hitters.
Before you start, the whole ride here, I was like, oh, this is the first time I'm gonna be getting asked the quick hitters.
It sucks.
I was like, I've really gotta like think about this.
It's gonna throw you for a loop.
Hold-
The one I changed too.
I'll explain. All right, go.
All right. So just me. You can cut this if you want.
Yeah.
But I restructured them where it makes a little more sense chronologically asking these, where they like transition to each other.
Okay.
But anyway, here we go with the quick hitter
Let's
questions.
see if I like this.
First one album, no skips.
That's what he's kicking off with.
This was actually the one I was stuck on the way here.
And you know the rules.
But then I really thought about my life, and like when I was like, how old were we? I think I was 17 or 16. It was Life of a Dark Rose, Lil Skies. That album just got me through a lot
It's a
for
good
some
album.
reason, dude.
it's a good album.
That album just like got me through a lot. I just have great memories
That's why
of
it's
that
good
album.
for
Like
example.
all my friends, yeah, that is why Lil Skies is up. Where's he at?
Right there.
Right here, yeah. Like I don't know. I'm not even like the biggest Lil Skies fan
Me
anymore,
neither.
but like just at
Same,
that
but, like,
time, at that
album was
time,
so good.
That's a
it
good
was
album.
such a good album for me.
That's
Like
not bad take.
I was thinking on other ones too. Like yeah, I could say like What a Time to Be Alive or like like DS2 or 2014 Forest Hills Drive. But like I was like realistically like my personal like best memories. What album? It's definitely Life of a Dark Rose.
Bro,
That's
can we
very
talk
true.
about
And I was front row at Lil Skies concert like a month after that dropped. So like that's probably another reason it
Yeah.
has a lot of influence on that.
real quick? Can we talk about 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying album?
Fire.
Not just fire, but like J. Cole has said it's his favorite album. 50 has not dropped an album since then. That's his only like real album, pretty much, and he's still selling out arenas pretty much off of that one album.
Arenas?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Dude, 50 is
Yep,
huge.
he
bro.
is selling
know,
out
but, like-
arenas right now.
Is there other people on the show with him?
None that is gonna
50
make
has-
up for.
50 has some of the most impact on hip hop in history.
I
I'd say.
agree. I'm not
He's
just,
I was
got
like, he
some of
was
the-
just on stage with Fat Joe, and Fat Joe was talking about it too.
50's
He's
a
got
dog.
some of
I
the
fuck
most
with 50.
influence and
I didn't realize he was still
on the
popping
hip-hop
enough
game.
to sell out arenas, like
Oh.
do an arena tour. I did not realize that. But
dude, he's a celebrity, dude.
Well, he literally dropped that album and didn't have to make music ever again. And like they were talking about that the other day on some show, and was like, albums are just like not sticking around like that anymore.
what was the bet between? Was,
There will be one in 2024. I can tell you that.
I think so
was
too.
it different between? Wasn't it 50 and Kanye had a bet about their album selling
Yeah, they both went on what's it, TRL?
and said that if they don't sell more, they'll retire or something like that.
Maybe.
I thought that was the bet. Like whoever sold less had to retire, and Kanye lost, and they didn't
Dude,
retire.
that was just
No
a
clue.
publicity stunt, dude.
I couldn't remember what it was. That's why I was asking.
That was
So-
probably one of the smartest business decisions in hip hop history.
Because you're gonna have people
was for them
buying
to,
and streaming.
and like
so they
think of
don't
those
retire.
albums. Think of those albums.
I can't remember what Kanye album it was.
That would have
Graduation,
been.
right?
Late
Was that
registration.
graduation or
Or it
was
might have
that?
been late
I
registration.
think
I
might
thought it
be.
was 808s around that
But I'm gonna
time.
be honest.
I don't remember.
Because that's
But
what,
I just
2006?
remember that beef and like
Even
was
if-
watching that
Yeah,
episode.
even if Get Rich and Die Trying did better then, I feel like Late Registration might be more of a classic album now.
No.
Really?
Late Registration has good songs, but not as many as
So-
Get Rich or Die
So would
Trying.
you say Graduation's a better album than Late Registration?
I personally think so.
I think Late Registration has better individual songs, but Graduation's a better overall
Overall.
project.
You know,
Fair
everyone's
enough.
everyone's got their preference, their opinion on it for sure.
That was a great answer though.
Little Skies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
a
watch
good
a lot of like videos on Kanye, they say his worst song is on Graduation,
Damn.
which is also one of my favorite Kanye songs.
It's not even like I still listen to that album a lot, Life of a Dark Rose.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it was just a really good time in my life. Like I just have like so many good memories of
Right,
just
so-
when that album was around.
Like he had those little. He was in that group of guys that would just come out of nowhere and make good
SoundCloud
music.
era.
Like Juice WRLD,
Dude,
like
Skies is-
Trippy, like Lil Uzi, like Yachty, like Chance the
SoundCloud
Rapper. He was
era.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. PNB Rock, Kodak.
All right. So no Skips album. What about Gun to Your Head? Every lyric.
See, I was thinking about this one too because listen,
Would it be
I
off
listen-
that album?
no.
There's no song on that album you could do every lyric to.
Let me explain. So I
It
listen
doesn't
to
have to be the song you pick.
I
but-
listen to a lot of hip hop, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a lot of hip hop has the N word in it, so that limits my selections down a lot.
What if I airdrop you an N-word pass right now?
No. No. I'm saying though that limits my selection down. It has to be a white artist,
Yeah.
correct? Essentially, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you get what I'm saying.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
You
be
get what I'm
honest. If
saying.
someone has a gun to your head, I don't think they're gonna care if you're dropping the N-bomb. Clearly,
They're
you should
calling
not
you
drop the
racist when
N-bomb.
they're a murderer.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It limits my selection,
Fair
and
enough.
I was gonna go a country song. I was gonna go "Good Directions" by Billy Currington.
Ooh.
That's a good song.
But if I wanted to keep it hip hop based, just because of like the podcast and Take a Chance Records, hip hop, right? I'd probably do the Spins, Mac Miller.
Good song, good song.
I'd probably do the Spins.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
Dude, Good Directions is on my list of songs
I
might
love
cover for
that
my
song.
album.
I could do every word of that song, no doubt in my mind.
What about top 5 artists?
This is a personal favorite, right? Not
Yeah.
like who I think is the greatest.
Yeah.
Bro, it's your
Personal
podcast.
favorites.
You tell us.
Personal top 5 artists.
At number one, I gotta go.
Are you keeping with hip hop or is this every genre?
I'm just gonna stick with hip hop.
Okay.
Because like I would want to include Michael Jackson or whatever,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
other people like that.
Mhm.
But if I'm going straight hip hop, just rap music. At 1, give me Drake, Aubrey Graham. At
Jay-Z.
2,
6 God.
probably Future.
Okay.
I put Future there because he was like one of the first rap, other than like like Eminem or like you hear like 50 Cent, but like when I first started like daily listening to rap music,
Yeah.
it was because of Future.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Matt. He put me on to Future.
I thought you were
And-
shouting out Future.
No,
I thought
no,
you were
no,
just
no,
saying-
Shout out Future.
Well, yeah, shout out Future. But so I got Future at 2. 3, I would probably go J. Cole.
Okay.
At 4, I'd probably go Juice WRLD. And at 5, I'm torn between like 4 different people. I'm torn between Kanye, Jay-Z, and Wayne.
That's very easy.
That's who I'm saying my personal though.
Oh.
I know who like I think Wayne and Eminem are the 2 greatest. I think they're 1A, 1B. I
I
think they're the
agree.
2 greatest rappers of
I
all
agree.
time. Honestly, probably Jay-Z at 5.
Yeah.
I like Wayne, and who was the
talk
other guy I
about,
mentioned?
you talk
Kanye.
about-
I like Wayne and Kanye a lot, and I don't get me wrong. After the Kanye documentary,
I was in the
he
Kanye
might
for a second.
he might have went into my top 5. Like he might have surpassed.
Yeah.
Dude, the Kanye documentary, it
It
didn't
was
like
so good.
justify his crazy, but like it made it make more sense.
I don't think it was because of his mom though.
Dude,
I
think
do.
that
I think it was because of his
Oh, no, it was because of
his
his
car
mom.
accident like 3
I think it's a little
weeks
bit of
before
both.
his mom died.
I think it's a little bit
Where
of both.
his face got all messed up.
That wasn't before his mom died.
Yeah,
that was,
no, that was-
during his first album
Yeah.
because he recorded Through the Wire with his jaw wired
Yeah.
shut.
Yeah,
His
but
mom didn't pass away till like before graduation or something.
No,
like that.
after
So it was-
graduation.
yeah,
Was it
I
after
think-
graduation?
It
I
was
thought it was
right
before.
It was right before Life of Pablo.
I think that's what when
Life of Pablo was the first album after his mom died.
really.
See, I
Yeah.
don't,
I
I
didn't
don't
think it
know my
was that
facts.
long
I don't know my facts. I shouldn't even be speaking on
I'm
that.
like
But no,
90% sure.
I did gain. I did gain a
I
lot
am a
more.
big Kanye
I
fan.
did gain a lot more respect for Kanye after watching that documentary. And personally, I think it was one of the best documentaries I've ever seen.
It's right up there.
It
with
was a
Tiger
really
King for
great-
me.
You said Tiger King?
Last Tiger King and the Kanye trilogy.
There's some good ones, like Making a Murderer was good.
I never watched that one.
Don't Fuck with Cats.
Don't
that's
might
crazy.
be the best documentary.
That
of
shit
all
was
time.
wild.
That was crazy.
That shit-
Honestly, The Last Dance was pretty good too.
The Last Dance is up there.
All right. Collab
Last Ride,
album,
The Undertaker's
any artist.
documentary was good. Collab album.
I know, I heard.
Oh, I was talking, so I didn't know if you heard it.
See, Drake's the obvious answer, but
That's what I said.
part of me keeps thinking if J. Cole keeps releasing these features that are arguably some of the greatest features we have ever seen, he may be the greatest rapper of all time.
Bro, his features are like
So I think I would want to make a collab album with J. Cole.
Can
his
I give
features
you,
are like no throwaway bars.
Dude,
But do you really want to pay $2,000 a word?
hell no. But I'm saying if I could make a collab album with anyone, it would definitely
Like
be
that
J.
Lil
Cole.
Durk feature cost almost $1 million.
I bet.
It was worth every penny, but that shit's wild.
Can I tell you who I was thinking?
Who?
Got him on the wall.
Jay-Z?
No.
Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Y'all styles would work.
No, I think J. Cole can hop into a lot. Well, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I could definitely make something cool with Wiz,
Yeah.
no doubt. But
2 Chainz.
I think J. Cole's the answer for that. 2 Chainz.
Hard.
2 Chainz.
Party Next Door, bro.
You're like-
I'm just joking.
you're
I don't
like
listen to that much.
808s and you just 2 Chainz.
Nah, definitely J. Cole.
J. Cole?
J. Cole.
All right, cool. All right, here's the one I switched up on you
Okay.
that I want you to keep for the whole season. Hopefully. All right, 5 people, dead or alive, dream blunt rotation.
You changed it from a
Dinner guest,
dinner
yeah.
guest.
Mostly because I've been seeing this on TikTok nonstop.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like
al-
those filters.
It's always
Yeah.
a good one to do a short for.
Yeah. It's a good question to ask though,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm gonna start off with who's making the food because I would want her to sit at the table, but I'm gonna start with who's making the food because
you're doing blunt rotation.
oh yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I mean, you guys can eat after.
You can eat there too.
I'm just gonna act like we're sitting down at the table because it's just easier, and I wanted to.
I mean, that's what the TikTok filter is. Everyone's at.
Okay. Honestly, probably J. Cole.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
Any comedians?
Jesus Christ.
I don't think that shit's funny.
Who said it's meant to be funny?
I know, but I said any comedians, and they said Jesus Christ.
No, I'm saying like actually,
I know,
like
but
the
I
actual Jesus Christ
know.
in the flesh, right there, at
But
my
the way
third
it's-
seat at my table.
The way it sounded was I.
Oh yeah.
Any
Okay, that was wild.
comedians, and you go Jesus Christ, and I go, I don't think that shit's funny.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to hear his side of the story there.
As compared to whose side?
What do you mean?
Like what other side? Whose other side? So you,
Satan?
Oh, okay. I mean, have
The
you heard
Bible's
Satan?
written from Jesus.
I know, but I want Jesus at my table. I'm saying.
I know, but you're.
I wanna talk to
saying-
Jesus.
You're saying you want to hear his side of the story,
That's what
as
the Bible
compared
is, though.
to what other side of the story?
If you want the other side of the story, that's when you want Satan.
You get what I'm saying, dude.
I
I
get
don't
what
want.
you're
I don't
saying.
want Satan at my table.
We're just
I'm
fucking
sorry. I don't want
roasting
that.
you.
No, I
was
don't want
like,
Satan.
You've heard his side. You've heard Satan's side of the story.
I want to hear him talk to me though.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want a live reenaction of the Bible?
Pretty much. Like I want to actually sit down and talk about it. I don't want to just read a book. You know?
Yeah.
Valid.
Like I want to actually talk to him.
Okay, so you
So
got 3.
J. Cole, Jay-Z, and Jesus Christ.
You got J, and J.
I'd probably want my grandma that passed away the day after I was born there.
Okay.
That's who I wanted to make the food so she could be there.
Okay, let's do that.
I've never had one of her meals, so I would really enjoy that.
Curious. What if it was just terrible? And they're all like,
Hey now. Let's not go there. I'll come across this table and smack the shit out of you.
Just do it.
Just because I'm
anyway.
the guest right now. No, I'm just playing.
Funny.
So I got, what, 2 more?
Mhm.
This is tough.
Yeah, it is.
Probably like, this
Any
is going
sports
to be funny.
people?
This is another J. That's funny. John F. Kennedy. I would want JFK there.
You want to hear his side of the story too?
I do.
Interesting.
I want to hear from JFK, and then
Just hit me out of nowhere. I didn't know what it was.
what's up with all these J's? I didn't even think about
I
that.
don't know. Say John Cena or Jeff Hardy.
No.
Back in the day.
Should change it to Dream J rotation.
Yeah. That's
See, I got
funny.
2 big artists that are business minded.
No comedians?
I'm not like really big into like.
I mean, we did talk about him being like the business side, so
I'm
like
not
it
really-
makes sense.
I'm not really big into like watching like stand up comedy.
You don't like stand up?
Like no, there's. Don't get me wrong. Like yeah, I'll turn something on just like for maybe background noise, but I'm not gonna like pick that out of everything. Like I'm just like, you know what I mean. I can go watch something else. I don't want to watch just like stand up. I don't know. I'm a big movie guy. It's hard for me to get into TV shows. I'm running way off the rails of this question, but
Yeah.
I still need one more.
If you were sitting right here, you'd be getting irritated at the guest.
Who do I want? Final guest. Now I see why it takes
Any
a lot.
sports people?
That's what I'm thinking.
Or actors.
Probably LeBron.
Oh, James. There's another J.
It's not the same.
LeBron James.
Probably LeBron.
That
Yeah.
works.
Okay.
Keep it going.
I was thinking about doing some baseball players or something, but
LeBron ain't
all
fucking
3 of those,
with you.
dude, J. Cole, Jay-Z, and Bron, they're business mind, bro. Come on.
I mean, bro, Jesus is business mind too.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he knows.
I know.
But, like
Wait, technically that was only 4, right? Who was the other person I said?
Cole, Jay-Z, Bron, Jesus.
JFK.
JFK.
Yeah, JFK.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. He kind of lost his mind.
I'm keeping that. I'm the one that edits this. I'm keeping that.
That's a short.
This guy's a clickbaiter. Anyway.
I've been trying so hard not to laugh.
It's not that I'm trying hard not to laugh.
It was just so perfectly timed.
It was just a good one. I fucking love dad jokes.
All right, what's the next one? Oh, I'm actually curious to hear what you have to say about this. Do you want to ask it?
Nah, shoot your shot.
They did at JFK.
I'm glad you took the bait after I set that up.
He's gonna cut all this.
No. I was gonna stand up and walk away and just that's the end.
That's the end.
No outro or anything. Just end it right there.
Everyone has a weakness. What do you feel like yours is in music?
In music?
You can say as overall, because you're not just being an artist here. You're a podcaster. You're a manager. You're an executive producer. You know, like anything
See, I think I'm trying to take on too many things
at once.
like trying to learn, because like that's the thing, like I'm still learning, like I'm trying to learn a lot of stuff
Yeah.
between the podcasting, the producing, hell, maybe even try to mix something, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, just speaking on stuff like that. It's just like I feel like I don't put time into one specific thing and like try and master that skill, then go on to master another skill.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to slowly master a bunch of different skills, and I think that's might be a roadblock for me for progression. So I think if I really like try to hone in on one craft, I think I'd be able to, I'm not gonna say like better results, but I think it's just like more consistency for one thing than I am like just like not inconsistent, but like just dibbling and dabbling in a bunch of different things.
What would that one thing be?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you want to focus on?
That's a good question. See, like I'm still trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know how to answer that.
You enjoy
Because I just enjoy doing a lot of different things. Like,
I mean,
that's
I
just-
get that. I
don't
do
know
so
how to
much
explain
too.
it, but it's just like I don't know. I just like being creative in any way I can. I like to help out in any way, shape, or form that I can.
Yeah.
Like it's not about money for me. Like for this shit, dude. Like I haven't made a dime off anything. I'll say that right now.
So to say.
And I just enjoy doing it. So if I were to be able to make this a full-time thing, sign me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the day that I can completely go full-time with something like this is, I would definitely like
That's
take
the goal.
that chance. You know what I mean? But like I still have, like I went to school. You know, like I went to college. I got my degree. Like I actually have like other things I want to do outside of the music industry or business.
Yeah.
But I still want to be able to take this on at any moment I can,
Yeah.
just because I enjoy doing it. So like if it were to, you know, really elevate past what I would be doing outside of the music place, you know, coaching baseball,
whatever, yeah,
anything to do with sports, really. Like I'm a big sports and music guy. But I think the day that I would actually be able to like officially full time this is probably when I would drop everything and be like, let's do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know if I can get to that level if I'm just dibbling and dabbling in one or a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
I feel like if I hone in on one thing, it might be easier for me to start making something a full-time thing, right?
I get you.
Yeah.
I mean, so basically, you have your hands on a lot of different cookie jars. You're like, oh, dibble dabbling over here.
You could have used a whole other metaphor or something, man.
It was just one that was stuck in my head. But with that,
You're like a 7-layer bean dip.
in a perfect world, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
A 10-layer bean dip?
Oh, 3 more skills?
It doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether it's this or if it's what I'm doing outside of the music, like what I do outside of this.
Yeah.
As long as I'm happy and I can get by.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I want to make a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
I think I have, like, when I was a little kid, I always envisioned myself having a lot of money, like, when I'm older.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about me. Like, I just always saw money in my future at some point. And, yeah, so hopefully a lot of money, but, like, still, as long as I can get by and put food on the table,
Yeah.
hopefully have some kids. If I
Yeah.
can put some food on the table, have a house, have a nice little car, get me from point A to point B, I'm happy, man. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah. I'm happy you ended up answering the question, because at first I was going to be like, well, that's not the question. I said, where do you see yourself? And you said, I don't know. That's basically what you said.
Hopefully on top with you guys, dude. I enjoy
Yeah.
doing this shit with you guys, man.
For
It's
real.
a blessing. It's dope.
Same
It's fun.
squad picks, new camera.
It's like the 3rd episode. you
Season
said that.
20.
That's such a good, yeah.
But yeah,
Season
I mean,
20.
like I said, it's hopefully doing something at a high level, you know.
Definitely.
As long as I'm progressing within those 10 years. If I see progression every year over those next 10 years,
I agree.
who knows where the hell it could take me, right?
100%.
Yep.
All right. That was the first episode of season 3.
Season
It
3.
was weird being right here,
It's
man.
kicked off.
But I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I warmed up a little bit, I
It
think.
is cool. Like, after you do it, too, you're like, damn, I want another one.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mhm.
Maybe I do want to be an artist. No, I'm just joking.
Maybe I do want it to be about me.
Chance, load up a beat. Don's, step to the
Fuck
side.
off.
I'm hopping on the track.
808's country album.
Well, with that.
Ooh.
Oh. we have
I didn't mean to cut you off or try to cut this short, but we need to work on that for real.
For real.
country album on the way.
Yeah, we need
I'll
to.
go over a
They're
couple names I
confirming
have
it.
for you
They're
for my
confirming
album.
All right, let's get it.
So with that, shout out. Oh, do you have anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out to my family.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my friends. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to everyone that shows me respect. Everyone that, everyone I talk to, they know who they are.
Yeah.
If they're watching this, they know who they are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out them.
All right, shout out to our sponsors. We have Centaur Slots.
Gotta give him his flowers, bro. We gotta give you your flowers. We've given flowers to every guest on here, including myself and including you. We gotta
This
give
is
him
true. We
his.
do have to give
So
him
go
his
ahead.
flowers.
You can go first. I'll go first. Nate,
Oh God.
if you would have told me when we were sitting at my crib watching, I believe it was SummerSlam, when we were like 7 years old, that 15 years later we would be on hosting a podcast together in a successful studio.
Was a podcast even a thing 15 years ago?
Probably not.
15? No. Or maybe. It would have been probably the start of podcast.
Homie would have been like, what is a podcast?
Because I
What
feel like the Joe Rogan
Dude,
podcast been
imagine
going
if
that long.
imagine if me and Will started a podcast 15 years ago, where it would probably be right now. We'd be like the first. We'd be the pioneers of the
Yeah, we'd be
podcast.
those
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
For real.
We'd be adults. There would be episodes of us just being like, I don't want to do this. And then there's episodes when we're adults and we're like, I don't want to do this. But with that, man, it's been a pleasure becoming close again. And working on
Likewise.
this and doing this shit, man. It's been a ride.
For real, I don't see like doing this with anyone else on the team. Like you're obviously
Appreciate
like the
that.
go-to for like all business decisions. Like if I'm thinking an idea, like it's going past you.
You're a pillar.
Appreciate that.
You're a pillar.
Appreciate you, boys. Means a
course.
lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, you said it already. Shout out Centaur Slots. Shout out my little sister for the paintings. We will be getting some new paintings for this season. I already have talked it to her. So throughout the season, you might see new ones and stuff.
Be
I
sweet
plan
if she
to
did
do
a
a couple
logo.
upgrades throughout this season as well
I
too.
have her doing the, I mean, you can cut this if you don't want me to say it before it's there. Camp Currency poster. Take a Chance Records on it.
Be sweet if we got a podcast logo.
Yeah, she probably could do that.
That'd be dope.
All right, so we'll work on those two.
Yeah.
Well, I
figure
was
it out.
gonna order a banner,
Oh,
Okay.
like the
we'll
one
do
I
that
have for
then.
Chance for the pod.
All right. Sounds good.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Had to wear the shades.
Had to wear
Had
the
to wear
shades.
Because
the
I'm the
shades.
guest.
Had
'Cause
to
I'm the
wear the
guest. First time
shades.
I ever wore shades on the pod. Had
Yeah.
to.
It's
Just
fun,
had
though.
to.
I like it. I like it.
Just because I'm the guest.
We'll see you next Sunday. We will.